first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. At their own 21-yard line. Right to the air. Here is Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings 7, Lions nothing. Greg Joseph, you kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. James Lynch forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long. Goff. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has helped them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now Goff on 1st down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another 1st down and that'll be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, gone. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
4 yards to pick up, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Goff. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Vikings 21, Lions nothing. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Goff now looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
28, Lions, nothing. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
17.
Back to throw, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
19 tight, 50 Bobcats, 50 Bobcats. Buffalo 18.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
19,
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson, and he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
7 Pirates. Warriors, 17. 3.
They'll set up to throw. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, we'll end up to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run again on 1st down. Cook. They find some open field here. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hawk 70.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The kick by Joseph is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Joseph now to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is gone. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And my goodness, another interception. Andrew Booth picks it up.